If Twitter goes to zero or close enough, Elon may no longer be the richest man on earth. Someone's got to take his place, and it might as well be you. Here's how you too can be the richest man on earth by starting a business before it has a reliable market valuation. Step 1, you make a company. You issue 1,000,000,000 shares in that company. You get your buddy to buy 10 shares for a total of $10. Now, on paper, you're a trillionaire. Everybody knows that's wrong, but what does it illustrate? Let's scale this down to a more practical size. Now let's say you start a company that actually does stuff and has some value to it, but you don't have arm's length investors. Your company isn't publicly traded, for example. Neither do you have professional risk capital investors. You could get some boring accountant to value your company based on revenue and profit and boring stuff like that, or you could get someone to make a seat-of-the-pants investment decision. This is known as having dumb money. So let's say there are 1,000,000 shares issued for your company, and you get somebody to buy 1,000 of them for $500 a piece because they like you, or because your company is a prestige investment like a popular local restaurant or something like that. Now, even though you've got a real business, you've got a really bogus valuation. If your shares are worth $500 a piece, your business is worth $500 million on paper. It's easy to see how that's bogus, but as long as you don't push it too far, an inflated valuation could get you cheaper business loans. You could collateralize a bigger mortgage for a house with some of those shares. There are advantages. Now let's say you're in the business of making rockets and good buddies with the Saudis, who don't really care how you value your business. And let's say you sell them less than 0.5% of the shares in your business for $500 million. When you multiply that by the number of shares, you get to say that your business is worth $150 billion. That business might be very good at putting Falcon 9 rockets into orbit, but is it worth $150 billion? Now we're getting into playing the game at Elon's scale. He's selling a prestige investment in an interplanetary future. How can you put a value on that? It's all of mankind, after all. Well, if you've got buddies who run the Saudi wealth fund, you can put exactly that kind of value on it, and that is how you become the richest man on this planet and maybe some other at some point.